So we have Aatlia and Chioma who clash, and Aatlia also clashes with Esther as well, and she does not back down.
Sorry, Queen B, we can't do nothing to you. Sorry, babes. We're not allowed to do nothing to you. No one's allowed to open their mouth to you, is it?
Hey guys, it's Maradi. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. So I want to separate this Bkchat entire second part to at least 2 to 3 videos. You'll get one now and obviously a few the next day. Apologies for the late timing. I'm just running behind on a lot of stuff. It's a busy Monday, so it is what it is. Much appreciation for everybody's comments when I spoke about stuff, you know, here and there in my last video. I really appreciate whether you be DMing me or commenting below everything, and it massively does help, so thank you so much. Be sure to follow me on my Instagram, please, and definitely subscribe to this channel. Just click that button. I would also appreciate that because I'm trying to keep up this consistency and make videos every single other day. Now Chioma needs to relax. I feel like she's doing the absolute most, and I feel like her attitude just stinks. It's a bullying mentality, and I'm so happy that Aatlia called them out for it. They do a gang up, you know, if one's in trouble, the other person comes running, and it happens very interesting. And what people don't understand is when that happens, you're creating a bullying, intimidating atmosphere, and that's what she is doing alongside Esther over a slice of pizza. Okay, she put her hand in it to take some, then she was going to find Mark to apologize, and we have Chioma running her mouth.
You're talking to me, have some fucking respect, because I ain't disrespecting you. Because you've raised your voice, I've accepted it, I've told you to calm down, me irate. You've got me irate. No, because when she was shouting, no one's telling her to calm the fuck down. Okay? So all I'm saying.
Now, Aatlia was right 110%. If you want to run your mouth, say it to my face. If I hear about it, I'm going to be irritated, I'm going to be triggered, and I'm going to be saying something to you because that is completely justified. And I'm very glad that she did, because Aatlia is somebody, as Riva said, who will not take anything, just like being money. And I'm very glad, even Sinead, every one of them has had problems. Because you can see that the original cast member have this superiority complex where they feel like we've been here before, you know, there's kind of like a we've been here, we own this, we helped everything, you know, there's kind of like a territorial kind of superiority complex that people have. And
what do you mean, Jason? What do you do? I do a lot of things, babe. Like what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Dominatrix or whatever the fuck you do. What the fuck do you know about my life? What do you do? You just ask me what I do. I'm asking you, what do you do? I do a lot of things. What do you do? It's not the pizza. You're running around like mean girl. Don't say sorry. Don't say sorry. I was looking for man to say sorry. Because you disrespected somebody. I'm not telling you. What are you doing there talking about it? Why wouldn't you come to me direct?
I can kind of see that as well. And I'm very glad that she called Chioma out on it, because Chioma's attitude stinks. And what really pisses me off, and why I say this, is because she took the piss out of Aatlia's line of work. Oh, you do dominatrix, oh, you do dominatrix. But when she was telling you about that, you were sitting calmly having a conversation with her, and everything seemed productive, and you seemed like you were being quite liberal and understanding it. But now you're throwing that all in her face, clearly showing a sheer form of disrespect. Number one, you are showing a clear form of disrespect to Aatlia. You're disrespecting sex workers, and apparently they're not better than you because of the work that they do. And number 3, you're just a clear bully, and that's just what it is, and that's how everybody is seeing it. Now, it's a shame that they're giving us all this great content and they put it on a paid platform, because if this was on YouTube, Twitter would be fire. This was on YouTube. Like, Bkchat have really messed this up.
The same way,
look at this girl.
Get your fucking finger out my face, Biscuit. Get your fucking finger out my face. Get your fucking finger out my face.
What I don't like is you came in here talking about that you ate the pizza.
Exactly, that's my point.
Alright, everyone.
I'm not getting nothing. I don't care about that. Do I even know her? Where do I know her from?
Everyone
Where do I know her from?
Everyone
I know that. I'm a thief because I took a burning pizza out of the oven. I didn't place his pizza in the oven. we're not allowed to give you attitude. Sorry, Queen B. We can't do nothing to you. Sorry, babes. We're not allowed to do nothing to you. No one's allowed to open their mouth to you, is it?
It really just irritates us. And Esther comes charging it. Now, I don't know what she's doing, but we're all confused. She wants to be the aggressor, but claims to diffuse situations. You're not diffusing anything, beloved. You're enabling someone like Chioma. You are an enabler in this situation. She's an enabler in your situation. Luke takes Chioma away. Lucas takes Chioma away, and then she's screaming and shouting and saying stuff and pointing fingers and just being aggressive and tone of voice. Aatlia won't take anything, and I'm very glad that she stood up for what she believed in, because she will not allow somebody to bully her. And I'm very glad that Bkchat helped Aatlia, because I didn't expect that, to be honest, and I'm glad that he did. Bkchat and Esther get into a fight. And you know, they're slapping each other's hands, so forth, and they're getting quite personal. And you know, Esther's like, what are you doing? You should have loyalty to me. And it's like, no, irrespective of how long I've known somebody, if you are wrong in a situation, call them out. Both Esther and Chioma are bullies. It's a bullying mentality. It's disgusting. Call it out. Don't be afraid to do so. And I'm very glad that Aatlia did so. And this was, you know, a very important scene, because it's going to change the dynamics from what I believe. And it's going to be quite impactful. And then you have Adrian. I don't know what you're doing. You know, again, defending Esther and Chioma. Like, I don't understand what the hell you're doing, saying, you know, you shouldn't have done this, you overreacted, you know, what you did was wrong and everything. I don't know why you're talking, because really and truly, you're enabling it yourself. You know that Chioma clearly was in the wrong, but you just want to be up their asses, similar to how Honey wants to be as well. It's like you guys feed off their validation, and it's just ridiculously stupid. Like, I don't understand.
You cannot then be wrong and be strong.
Who is being wrong and strong? I've tried to look for Mark to apologise. Instead, I've got cameras, mic in my face.
But that's what we're here for. That's got nothing to do
That's
with
cool.
my issue
stop
is
talking to me
all
at this
of
moment
us,
in time.
all of us
Please
need
stop
to just
talking
calm
to
down.
Aatlia did nothing wrong. Okay, just she took someone else's pizza. Okay, cool. Over a damn pizza. Like, get over it. She was going to go to Mark, and the only person that would be irritated, or should be irritated, was Mark. But Mark would seem to be the only understanding one. He was the only one that was saying, you know, we need to adapt to people. You know, nobody else was, and it was his pizza. So that in itself, again, was shocking for me. I didn't expect Bkchat to help Aatlia. I didn't expect Mark to be the most understanding one in that kind of situation. But we have Esther and Chioma, you know, and Chioma, this is what I'm talking about, really pisses me off. She's sitting there talking about how much of a negative attitude, how rude Aatlia is, how she speaks on people behind their back. But what do? You're the innocent one. You are sinless. You have no faults. You haven't done any of this in the show. You haven't done any of this. So when you're talking about stuff that's everything, are you not shouting past them? Like, it's just hypocrisy. It's ridiculous. It's abusive. It's enabling. And I'm very glad that Aatlia said, you know what, you can't do anything wrong. You're a princess and so forth. But suddenly we can. And she was raising a tone of voice because she was being ganged up on by these girls. And she stood up for herself, whether it be against Adrian, Esther, Chioma. It was just beautiful to see that somebody can actually do it properly, because they won't come to Riva like that. They won't step to it like that. Sinead, they've said side stuff here, there, and you can tell from Sinead's face, she's over it. With Nunu, they've been bullying her from day one. With Honey, of course, you know, Honey had their issues, whatever. So really and truly, they don't really get on with most of the girls in the house, which again is very interesting. Why is that happening? Track record. Look at it. That in itself is an example. The way I see it is, Esther getting involved was obviously doing it to protect her friend, and by doing so she was enabling a situation. She definitely was not diffusing it. She does not need to get involved in situations that don't involve you. She was screaming and shouting as well. Bkchat, I'm glad that you did what you have to do. Aatlia, you stood up for yourself. Chioma, you have a nasty attitude, and you know, you put yourself in situations that don't involve you. Like, if I was Aatlia, I would have definitely confronted you as well. I don't even know. But let me know what you guys think about this particular episode. I found it quite interesting. I will, you know, I want to review Honey and Nunu, and as well as Lucas and B-Money, and then my next review, which I'll probably post tomorrow. But I wanted to get this out tonight because this is a very interesting situation, because Aatlia really stood up for herself, and I'm so glad she did. Be sure to follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Morali, and definitely subscribe to this channel. I'd massively appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys soon.